Bradley Johnson here with day, what is it, 22 of the cut, and I'm gonna get on the scales and see what I weigh. I think I'm considerably lighter. Yeah, I'm gonna be optimistic on this one because I was doing pull-ups the other day and they were crazy easy. That's what I got to go on. So let's have a check. Oh yeah, cutting, losing weight. Let's see how much I weigh. That's the cutting song. If you don't know, you don't know. Look at that. Oh, that's almost perfect right there. I'm so good at this stuff. Seriously, man. If you're not following my method, you need to be following my methods. 87.5 will confirm it. Cool. That's half a kilo. Half a kilo is just over a pound, right in that 1 to 2 pound range. It's perfect, it's great. That's exactly the rate I want to be cutting at, really. I don't want to be stretching it towards the 2 pounds mark because my body fat really isn't that high. If I'm up there, I'm going to be losing a considerable amount of muscle as I'm doing it. That is exactly where I need to be. It might be slightly incorrect, we'll check again next week, but from what I can tell, I'm too good at this stuff. Sorry. I'm too good at this stuff. This is what happens when you eat consistently. I've been eating the exact same thing over and over and over again. If you want to check my MyFitnessPal, I'll put the link in the bottom. You can just see how I just keep to my macros. I'll tell you what happened the other day. In fact, I poured a little bit too much oats, right, into my oats. I have 80 grams of oats and I poured 90 by mistake, and you can't really take oats out of the water. So I ate that, but the next day I had 70 oats to make up for it because I'm supposed to be eating 80 grams. So I had 91, the next day I had 70. Those tiny little things, that's how precise I am when it comes to my eating. I try and be that precise, yeah? And so it kept my weekly average. I think I was 21 calories out of my, over the weekly goal. I lost 3 calories, I was 3 calories off throughout the entire week. And what it translates to is a perfect reading on the scales. We're going to see what happens next week. I'm not going to change the diet at all because I do it in 2-week cycles. We're going to check what happens next week. If the same thing happens again next week, I'll recalculate with the exact same multiplier, but I assume the exact same thing will happen again. But at the moment, my cut is literally going at the perfect rate from what I can tell from the scales. So yeah, follow along. The body fat drop and the changes in my body composition won't be as dramatic as my first cut that I did when I had a whole heap of fat to lose and I was going as fast as I can because I'm not trying to burn all the muscle that I spent last year, putting on. So it will be subtle, but over time, give it 2 months, we're going to be doing this for, say, 2 months, there should be a complete recomposition of all this stuff here. I should lose all of that and, all this will come out. This will go, and I'll get some definition in the legs, etc. Already there's slightly more definition in my legs, I can tell, even if you can't. And yeah, this should improve, and this should improve and stuff. But it's going great. This is exactly what I want. I'm not going to check anything other than that. I'm just going to keep it here. This will do. The cut's going on as it will. We'll check again next week and see where we are with that. So, bradley@gmail.com. If you've got any queries or theories or suggestions or anything, let me know. Other than that, like the video, like my Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and of course, subscribe. Peace!